Well, welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. I'm Sam.
I'm Liv, and it was my turn.
Was it your turn?
No, I'm just kidding.
I thought I did it. I thought you did it last time. Anywho's it.
We're starting a new book today, folks.
But also, our episode for the Mysterious Society of Scoundrels, or whatever the book is freaking called, didn't catch our audio.
We have a great no audio video.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to see that, I do have it. You can kind of do a voiceover.
You can see a lot of flailing of hands.
Yeah, a lot of like, ha ha ha.
So we're kind of just going to do a quick overview of what we thought of it here,
Yeah.
and then we'll jump into our new book.
Yeah, so I rated it at
Okay.
2.75. We had a whole discussion about rating things.
We did, and just kind of like starting to be more... I don't want to be liberal with my stars.
Yeah, like, but I also don't care. I don't know. I personally, so I rated it 2.75. I loved it. I thought it was so
Yeah.
fun, but it was, just definitely a different book. I've never read anything like it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, I wouldn't reread it. I would recommend it as in, if you're looking for a very just, no plot, no smut, just, kind of a good laugh.
It's really a comedy read.
Just straight comedy,
Yes.
that's it.
I gave it 3 stars. I agree with you that it was super fun. I think it'd be a really good vacation book. Something you're not, invested in, won't make you cry while you're on the beach.
Yeah.
Like,
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good poolside read.
It was, interesting and whatever. And I rated it a 3 on Goodreads.
Since
it's
we
not
can't do
bad.
quarter
It's just,
stars. It just wasn't, I don't think it was our type of book. Does that make sense?
yeah. But it was fun to branch out
Yeah,
and do something
it was.
different.
And I'm here to try something like that again, honestly. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where we're at. It was good. It was fun. I feel like, was there anything else, noteworthy? Well, I have some, maybe I'll look back on my notes quick.
I don't know. I mean...
Oh, the end, Ned got her a cottage library,
Yes.
and Pleasance was just hilarious. And, yeah, it was just silly, kind of a little bit hard to read at times. It was all fun.
It was just all over the board the entire time, but in a fun way. It didn't feel like the writing was bad, if that makes sense either. I felt like the writing was good. It just is not the typical read for us, so I was confused the whole time. I listened to it twice. So...
Yeah. And then we announced that we're doing this book, so.
Yeah, so
Here we
no
are.
matter.
Sam, do you want to give us a synopsis of this book?
Of this, the one that we're currently reading?
Yeah, because I asked her last week, and she's like,
Yeah, well, put me on the spot. I put it on my TBR 2 years ago.
I'm like, oh, Sam, this is your pick. Tell the crowd a little bit about this book. And she's like, I don't know anything.
So we're reading The Prison Healer.
Yeah, it's a YA.
It is a YA. So it's focusing around a girl. I always mess up her name, and I'm done both listening and read it. Kava?
It's Kiva.
Kiva. Okay. Kiva. You see, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
See, you're putting me on the spot, and I'm getting nervous.
It's high pressure situation.
She has been in Zoldendorf.
Zalendor.
See, I can't do things
She's
like
in
this.
a prison. She's the prison healer, and we get a little bit inside her life, and there's a bunch of weird stuff going on, and we're gonna go over it. It's
Yes.
it's gonna be good. Good synopsis.
Thanks. I don't feel like it was that good. I feel like I got a bad grade.
We're both very tired, so just please bear with us. And you know what? We'll have to redo our game from the last episode, and that's not gonna air. I don't remember what it was. It was probably really good, though.
Probably was. They're always really good.
I think I probably threw it away by now. Anyways, okay, we have some intro notes. You go first.
Yes, okay. I read Memorials, listened to. It was a horror book. I was branching out. A lot of build-up for a whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
There was a twist, and it was good, and I did not call it. But I don't know. I thought it was going to be scarier.
You wanted scarier. Like, was it basically just a thriller then? Or, like, what made
Maybe.
it horror?
Because there's like demons and dark cults, and they're like recording all these things, and then later on they're looking at the recordings, and there's creepy people hiding in the woods. And so thriller to me is more of like they're gonna catch us, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, where horror is like the creepy crawlies, connecting dots from the start of the book. And it just didn't, again, it was good. I think I gave it a 2.5 on Goodreads. The writing was good. I just like,
This wasn't it.
and then the ending happened, and then we just like moved on, and two of the characters just stopped talking.
Okay, so it was
And-
like a little bit of like loose ends sort of thing.
Yes, and I just,
This wasn't it.
what's the point? I wasted my Spotify hours.
That is the worst part. I hate that crap. That's kind of why I hate branching out sometimes, because I'm like, I like to stick to what I know.
Because I
like,
know I'm gonna like it. It's not gonna feel like a waste. I wasted my $14 of topper hours.
I know, what a waste. But that's good for you for branching out. Now you kind of know.
Yeah. I'm like, I would love a good rec for a horror book that's not Stephen King. I want to be reading it and go, just like that.
I don't want to do that.
So that's why we don't do horror books on the podcast.
Yes. I started listening because I ran out of hours, and I've been using Libby.
Okay.
And so one of my Libby books was like, hey, I'm ready for you to read me or listen to me.
Said, hey, are you going to take me off the shelf?
Yeah, so I took it off the shelf. It's Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez,
Okay, I've heard of her before.
the Minnesota gal.
Didn't this book just come out?
Last year,
Okay.
I think.
I might be thinking of a different one by her that just came out, but
Yeah, there's a couple of them that's like, I think within the series. But it is male and a female, both voice actors, and they are both the best voices I've ever listened to, I think.
okay.
I mean, that's a big declaration, but I mean, like, together, like, she just has one of the most, like, the easiest voices to listen to, and same with him. In the book, it's a rom-com. It's hilarious. Like, it's just
Okay.
very good listen.
So what you're saying is I should put a hold on it so when you're done with it, it comes to me.
I mean, if you like romance or rom-coms, it's
Honestly,
very easy listen, and I'm having a very good time with it.
Okay, I might put it on my TBR. I feel like I need to branch out and try a rom-com because I've only done the last letter so far.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I feel like I need to continue.
And it's kind of cool because they reference like a lot of Minnesota things and towns, and
I am here for that. I feel like it's fun. I feel like it makes you more connected to the characters when you know things that are going on. Like when they did the Love is Blind season in Minnesota, it's a horrible season. But I was like, I have to watch it. There was no way around it. And then they're talking about bars downtown. And I'm like, been there.
yeah.
Just feels
and
good.
you'll know that I love this. The whole story starts out with a Reddit thread.
Nuh-uh.
And I love Reddit.
Like-
I eat Reddit up. So like this book is right up my alley.
It's so good. We'll be like talking about something, or we'll be talking about a movie, and she goes, "Yeah, I read a Reddit thread on this," and I go, "Girlfriend,
I just
do you have the app?
I deep
do you have
dive
the Reddit
into that
app,
stuff.
or do
No.
you? So you just go."
Yeah, like I Google, I'm like, so what are the people saying? I need to know. And
Why
then I
does it
get
make it
pissed.
worse that you don't have the app? I feel
don't
like it's
know.
worse that you don't have the app. It makes
And
you feel like
I
you're
want
80.
to interact with people.
Then do it.
sometimes. But I'm just no. Like I just interact
Just make
out loud.
throwaway account 80-40-20.
Throw and just roast everybody.
Yeah.
No, because then I probably get my feelings hurt.
Then you just delete that account and don't look at the mean messages and get throwaway 80-27-06.
Yeah. I just like want to know what the people are saying. Like all the Bridgerton series, I'm like, so what's everyone thinking?
And
Or
then
like
when we
Love
watched
is Blind. or
Twilight, I
anything.
feel like you deep dived into it.
I did, yeah. I don't know. I deep dive on a lot of weird stuff, but I just like it's kind of like when you don't get to have a conversation with someone. Like that's me having my conversation
Which
with
is
someone.
so funny because I'm just picturing your couch being like, "Yep, I thought the same thing, girlfriend."
Yeah, I know.
And Colton's like, "Who are you talking to?" He said, "That's none of your business."
I know, I'm like,
Sir.
Or I'm like, wrong.
These people are pissing me off. Has nothing to do with you.
I know. Anyways, so just for the summer, I will update next week if
Okay.
I'm done with that one by now, but
I don't have anything queued up next for me to listen to, so I'm gonna have to do some scrolling.
I have to wait 20 whole days till my Spotify hours
That's
renew.
garbage.
It's so long.
What date is your stuff renew? Mine's the 16th.
I think the 12th, so maybe it's less now. But I finished like my book when it was 20 days.
Oh,
I
ick.
know.
What book? Your Savage Lands?
Yeah, I was doing that one and then this one.
Okay.
And then I ran out. Sam took my freaking Libby account.
Okay.
She
It's
got
not my
to it
fault I got
through-
to the hold faster than you did.
She's like, oh, I'm going to pick the book. Oh, I just happened to have the hold on it already.
She literally
Oopsies.
said,
Oopsies.
she said, let's do prison healer. And it said,
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, I'm like, are you the one with the hold? And she's like, well.
I should have said no.
Yeah, I should have like, and then you should have like added in and been like, yeah, whoever fucking has it is taking forever with
Dumb
it.
bitch. Did you see that they returned it the day we finished
Yeah,
reading it?
feel the fire. I think someone else is actually reading the other ones though, because I looked ahead and there's like a wait list. Or did
Hey! No!
I didn't even put it on there because there was a wait list. I'm like, by the time it's up, it's probably you under multiple accounts, isn't it?
I made Sam get a library card too.
Just in
Hudson's
case
library
to
card.
play it out.
I got Hudson on there too. We're good.
Yeah, he's listening to smutty books.
I can't.
Anyways, okay, so chapter 1. We start out, Kiva Meriden is the main character. She's 17. She's like she's in this prison.
Yeah.
She's been in there for 10 years.
Yes.
And her job is she's a prison healer, but her job, when it starts out in this chapter, she basically like brands inmates' numbers on their wrists.
So, like, yeah, and then she has to cut Z's into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually awake. And I didn't get this part. So they're allowed to give them drugs to make them feel better or knock them out when they're sick, but they can't do that before they have to carve into their skin? Or is it just because it's a prison and we don't give a shit?
I don't know. How are you feeling like overall so far with this book?
I'm liking it. Are you not?
I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel.
Okay, what's throwing you which way or the other?
I just like feel like I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I actually appreciate the world building right now, but it's a little slow.
Oh, I agree that it's slow. If it was a 1 or 2 book series, it'd be like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, so
But
I'm a little bit like,
the prison description is long. Like when she's walking Jaren through the prison and like showing him where everything is, I was like, okay, let's go.
I need like some more like flirtiness, I think.
Okay, so you're feeling lackluster on the love
a little
department.
bit, yeah.
I was curious. Are we just kind of freeballing it? Do you want to go chapter v chapter?
I don't know. We can kind of loosey.
Okay.
We can do whatever. Let's flow it. Let's get crazy.
I was curious if there was going to be 2 love interests.
Same. Okay, that was my thing. As later on, I'm like, okay, is this crown prince
Which
guy?
I'm kind of into.
I'm into that too, and that's why I'm like, because I'm more into the crown prince
Than
guy
Jaren.
than Jaren. Like,
Too.
Jaren's kind of just like, I need more. I need more.
I know.
And
And we kind of started to get a touch more right before we stopped reading.
yeah.
When he's like, I'll be by your side if you want me by your side.
And I'm like, okay, but more. Take off your pants.
It is YA. He's not just going to whip out his dick.
I know. Maybe I need to well, maybe this romance will cure my little need for some action.
I didn't realize it was YA before we started reading it, honestly.
I didn't either. Which normally, I don't know. It's good. I do like it.
I'm enjoying the story,
I'm
but
ready for something to ramp up either the love or the plot.
and
which
I feel
I think
like
it's going to.
So chapter 1 is just kind of describing what she does there. And then we find out that she's a spy informant as well for the warden.
Mm-hmm.
which plays a very big part into her life there because obviously, which is okay. If you're a spying informant and everybody knows that you're a spying informant, how
There's things that don't make sense.
Don't add up.
Like that and
Like,
like
how
all
are
the
you
drugs and like I feel like they just live they're like, this is the harshest prison ever, it's horrible. But then they like have a garden and they can take whatever drugs they want. And it's
Yeah.
just like it doesn't seem as they're saying it's harsh. I'm not really like
I wonder if we think it was harsher if we got to see there's like a bunch of different places where you can get sent when you go there.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we got like Jaren's perspective of working in the mines or doing the
yeah, you're probably
pumping
right.
that like it would be worse.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, it's this harsh prison. She's been there since she was 7. The mantra is like the stay alive, we will come. So she's basically waiting for her family to come break her out.
To rescue her, yeah.
And her family's been sending her these coded messages that like
And
over
the code
this
is
whole time.
crazy in the book.
I know, I'm like, who the fuck came up with this code?
It's like when you called your sister Gips. All the words backwards.
I know. So she's getting these kind of new. Oh, she has this little helper named Tip. He's 11.
I'm quite literally obsessed with Tip, and if Tip dies, I'm gonna freak out, and I think he's
very
gonna
sweet.
die.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think he is.
he's an easy one to get slated to die, and he's got a little stutter. And
That
he's
would
just-
make it like very meaningful, like deep book though. I
Yeah.
guess maybe that'd be fine.
It's
That
as
would
bad as it's been my honor.
So whatever. Then they have this very high death rate. I don't know. They have like this whole society in this prison, and that's kind of what was crazy too.
I guess, what do you mean society?
Like they have all these like water supplies, and like everyone's got their jobs, and then they have like, I don't know. They have like. Just seems like they have like they live a life there. It's not like they're like prisoners in this like cells. They're
Okay.
just like able
Like,
to
and
go to
they
work
and they can just
do
wander
whatever
the prison when
Yes.
they're okay. I got what you mean.
Like they can do whatever they want. So it's not really like a traditional prison to me. It's like
Which
a
I get that, too.
society almost.
It's just like a hard society kind of thing. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like they all get
But-
assigned a job
Yeah.
and
I'm kind of wondering if obviously it's going to get harder because, like, we'll get there. But we also heard about, like, the abyss right at the start. And that's where, like, you basically get taken to be tortured to death if you break the rules that are being broken. But I'm also confused because there's a rebel leader in the prison, Cresta. And everybody knows she's the rebel leader, but she's never said it out loud to anybody. So they can't prove that she's the rebel leader. And she's been there for almost just as long as
I know there's yeah.
she's been there. So I'm confused on that part too. I've got notes later on about Cresta that I'm curious about.
Okay. Yeah, so she learned this all from her father who passed away.
Yeah, and in the prologue, they make it seem like her entire family got arrested. So when we found out that her family was not in the prison, I was like, why the fuck are they out and she isn't? I was so confused.
Yeah, because it was just her and her dad, and he basically was the original prison healer. We find out later that, you know, he died, but he kind of trained her in at 7, which is crazy, or whatever
Which he was
age.
already working with her, but prior to it, like, she was the only kid of theirs, because they had 4 kids, and she was the only one that was interested in the healing process. So,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's just like clinging to the hope of this rescue, and that's really the only
Yeah.
thing that's keeping her going. This group of inmates come in. 2 are dead, 1's alive. and
Yes.
very like beat up. We find out later that this is like what is perceived as the love interest, Jaren.
yes, because I literally wrote, so here's the MMC.
Yeah, and he's blonde, Sam. So are you fired up about that?
I did write somewhere about him being blonde,
It said he's dirty blonde though.
which is fine. I'll
you
take
are
dirty
married
blonde.
to a dirty blonde.
Yeah,
so I
exactly.
hope that's fine.
So
for
I
you.
said, I'll take dirty blonde. Blonde? Mm-mm. And his eyes are blue with a gold, like, inside. And I thought that was very interesting.
I also was like, they made such a big deal out of that. I feel
And Tip
Like, it's gonna come back around.
Tip is there, and he's like, "Are you gonna swoon
Yeah, he
over
has
it?" Stutter.
Yeah, a stutter. He's really cute.
Oh, he's so cute. Like, rip my heart out cute.
And basically, so his mom died. So Kiva kind of took him under her wing and said, like, I'll protect her
And
or
we
him.
kind of learn that if you're with the prisoner, essentially, when they get arrested, you just come on with. Because that's what happened to Tip. He was with his mom when she got arrested, and they're like, yeah, bring him on. Bring that little 4-year-old
Well, he
with.
wouldn't let go of her, so they're like, okay.
No, and I get that. I'm just saying. We're just taking small
Which part of
children.
me, like, as a mom, like,
I would literally
yeet him.
my child off of
I know,
me.
so I don't know. It's just like this dark, oppressive atmosphere.
Yes.
Whatever, she's treating this
It's like a dictatorship. You're still living a normal life, but you know that you don't really get to make your own choices.
she's treating this young boy, and really she's saying, like, very, like, emotionally detached. She's has a lot of trauma of not getting attached to anybody because people always die.
And she's like assessing that he's strong, so he's probably going to get put on a work assessment, and that means that he's got 2 months.
Yes.
If he's lucky, like, well, no, what was it? 2 weeks if he's lucky. 6 months is basically a miracle or some shit like that.
Then all of a sudden, he wakes up. And
His eyes go.
He's freaking out. And he's like, oh my gosh, where am I?
He's tweaky, and there's a new guard too.
Yeah.
That is standing guard, and she's not being as mean as all the other ones. Because then we find out some of the other guards, it's like Bones, and what was the other guy?
The butcher.
The butcher, and they just like lurk around.
And, like, randomly kill whoever they want, kind of.
Yeah, and then we kind of learn too that like the guards are very abusive.
Yeah.
And in one of the chapters, she basically alludes to getting. I don't know if she was sexually assaulted or not.
It kind of made it seem like she wasn't, but everyone else gets it.
Yeah, and that she was kind of like tortured and they were like burning her with something. I don't know. It was very unsettling.
Yeah.
And that they just get to like do whatever they want. And what was it?
So the guards suck.
Yeah, but this new one, Nari,
Yeah.
like saved her when the guards were attacking.
Yes, yes.
So she just has this like weird connection with her, but she's also like, she's a guard, I can't trust her.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that this Nari is some sort of, like, rebel sympathizer or maybe a spy. Or, like, it seems like she's on,
yes,
like,
their side. My thing was, so her and Jaren kind of showed up around the same time. Do we think that they know each other from the outside and they're like working on the inside together?
I didn't think of that. I don't think so.
Okay.
But it is weird that she, like, cares for him. And
Yeah. Because that's the other thing. I'm like, is he really the love interest for her, or is he's the love interest for Nari later on?
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know.
I don't either. I want it to be clear cut.
Yeah, like, I want him, I don't know. I want more touch
She wants
her
him to
and-
whip out his dick, guys.
Yeah, like, I want, like, touch her and die type of thing. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so she's treating him. He wakes up. He's whatever. She feels all in debt to Nari.
For saving her.
Yeah, so they have this, like, weird relationship. I'm not really sure still what Nari's deal is, so I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, me too. And Kava's kind of like, I don't know if she's another woman, so she was protecting me, or if her soul hasn't basically gotten sucked out because she hasn't been here long enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's kind of pensive about the ongoing.
Which, this kind of maybe supports your theory when Nari assigns Kiva as Jaren's, like, orientation person. They get assigned to someone.
All I'm thinking about is in 7th grade I was a link leader. No, in 9th grade I was a link leader.
Of course you wore those stupid purple shirts thing.
It was blue.
Okay.
And so I'm giving all of these people
needed
orientation. So that's all I'm thinking, me being like, here's the cafeteria. Wearing my ugly ass shirt.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem like a prison. Like, they're like, it's so harsh, but then they give you, like, a buddy. They're like, here's your buddy.
Here's your orientation buddy. If you have any questions, here's their email.
You know what I mean, though?
I do know what you mean.
It's kind of like, okay, how hard is it gonna be? You get a buddy when you get there. It sounds like not too bad.
I mean, I'd live there.
Like you're getting treated right away. They're not letting you just get killed off. I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and then she like is visiting the warden, and he's like, she kind of has this weird trust in him.
There's just
Kind of.
yeah, there's a lot going on in this whole thing. So yeah, she walks him all around the prison. We find out that they're in the same cell block, but he's a floor above her. And
Which, if he doesn't save her in a scenario by the end of the book, because they're like, why else would we be close in a cell block? Like, I want him to save her. I want that. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be mad. So mark my words.
I am kind of obsessed that Tip loves him.
Yeah.
It is really cute.
It is.
But they're like, and I was also confused because I'm like, why did the guard go with if she was doing his orientation? Is that, like, she made it seem like that was a weird process, that Nari would have stayed wherever she was and not followed them around, which makes me think that she knows Jaren.
There's just a lot of weird stuff happening that I really hope we get some answers to, because I'm confusion. She's not happy about this tour thing. It's like,
No, she's
when you get a
pissed off.
trainee at work, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
And you already knew right off the bat that you didn't like said trainee, and they're like, Sam, it's your turn. And you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is not a good thing. Anyways, we get introduced to Mott.
Oh my goodness. This man scares me, but also he's really funny and kind of sweet.
Yeah, he's like kind of sweet, but also like
the reason,
mentally ill.
The reason that he's in jail, so he's older, so he couldn't be assigned
He's
to any.
got like a hunchback.
Yeah.
He's like super whatever.
He couldn't get assigned to working in like the mines and shit. So they put him in the infirmary. And people who had like regular ailments were just dying. Mm-hmm. And then come to find out, the reason he's in there is because he owned an apothecary and would misdiagnose people
On purpose.
so he could experiment on them.
Which is so scary.
Yeah.
That's scarier than like a regular murderer. Like, at least call it what it is. Not under the guise of...
Kava went to the warden and was like, get this man out of my infirmary. So now he's the mortician.
Which makes sense. So Akiva and him kind of work closely. Because people
obviously
that die go there. And...
So the first place she stops is the morgue because she has to tell Mott to pick up 2 bodies because Tip couldn't go because Mott was mad at him. And then we find out why Mott is mad at him. Tip laid underneath the dead body, and this guy is like old, so he can't see very well. And Tip sat the body up and started waving the arms around.
That was so good.
And Mott got pissed and thought that the dead were coming
And so
alive.
then they're kind of giggling, like her and Jaren, and like she's all like with Jaren, like, I'm not gonna tell you my name, and then Mott like gives that away
immediately. And Jaren mumbles it under her breath, and she's like, mother.
Yeah, and they're kind of like flirting it up. He's very like, she's like mad that he's so positive.
Yeah, she's like, do you know where you are?
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't know.
I know.
And that's basically the whole tour.
Like, he's very nice. He's not mysterious.
At all. There's a touch of mysterious to him.
There is, that's true.
Because we don't know what his
back.
backstory is.
But I mean, like, in the sense of, like, he's not broody and quiet. He's very much, like, outgoing and, like, tells her, like, it's very much, he, like, shows that he's interested in her.
It's kind of like what we were talking about, Grumpy and Sunshine, but he's Sunshine and she's Grumpy.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
And we're just not used to it, because I love a grumpy MMC.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
We'll see. Oh, okay. And then I think that right here, so he was talking, like, when they're showing him the whatever, and he's like, doesn't that seem like a really obvious escape route?
Yes.
Sorry, my mom's trying to FaceTime me right now. Doesn't she know we're recording?
Kimberly? This is an ungodly hour to be FaceTiming your child. No. It's 8:30.
I would be in my pajamas normally. Anyway, so I'm like, I feel like that's a little bit of foreshadowing, the escape thing. When he goes like, isn't that obvious? Like the tunnels you
Okay.
can get out of there. And then he's down mining, I think, in the same area.
Yeah.
So I am kind of predicting that something's going to happen there.
And now that you say that, that makes sense because she talks about how like the prison is here, and then there's a whole bless you, a whole another line of fences and
Yes.
spots, so it's impossible to get out of. I also hated that some of the tunnels are submerged.
Yes.
That
I feel like they're
me
going to have to
out.
swim through stuff to escape.
Oh, that is like my worst nightmare. List of worst nightmares. My house getting broken into, a cruise, submerged dark tunnels.
Is that like a claustrophobic thing or just like a drowning thing?
For me,
Because mine's claustrophobic thing.
I don't think it's either. I think it's the fact of dark water. I can't see into it. I don't know what's in it.
Oh.
Oh, what if something touches my feet?
Skeleton
Oh!
hands.
Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Ooh. Yeah, and then this is where they talk about the abyss. I wrote that down too. Where I'm like,
Yes.
something's gonna happen there.
Yeah, I agree that something's gonna happen there. And she kind of talks about once you go to the abyss, you don't come back, and if you do come back, you're never the same. It's very ominous.
I fell. It hurt my hand this week. I literally cannot read my notes. It's my dominant hand, and I'm like,
Let me see.
what is that word? Oh,
Let me see
it's
'em.
rebels.
Oh, that's what mine looks like.
Wow. Yeah, but you're used to that.
I'm used to my chicken scratch.
Anyways, the rebels hate her.
Yeah, and then she
And,
kind
like,
of
she's visiting with the warden again, and he's like threatening her.
yeah, he's like, I need you to be of more use to me.
Which she's like, how am I more? Everyone knows I'm your informant.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Which, like I said, if everybody knows that you're their informant, you're gonna be on your best behavior around her.
Like, he needs a better whatever.
And then shooting back to her and Jaren's talk quick, we did kind of get the like we just met, because when she was talking about how there's not like different bathing chambers for men and women,
Oh yeah.
and there's just like rules, but guards are worse. And he goes, "Well, have guards ever attacked you?" And you could like tell he's kind of like,
Oh yeah, that's true. He was pretty a little protective there. I liked that. I needed more. I needed them to get into their bathing chambers and like.
well, she gets attacked.
I want him to fight someone off naked.
Oh, wing ding a slinging. She does get attacked in the showers, and at first I was like, "Oh wait, is this gonna be something?" It was not.
I know that was so anticlimactic. I really wanted it to be more. I wanted men to attack her.
We're
and him to
horrible. And this is YA.
save her.
Why am I thinking in a YA that he's gonna grab her in the
I don't
shower?
know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they already talk about, like, allude to that stuff happening. So it's like, what's the difference?
We're just deranged. She reads books about sisters fucking their sisters' fiancés. So
They were forced, but then they fell in love. Really liked that book, actually. I stand by it. Jaren is assigned a tunneler.
Yes.
We kind of discussed that a little bit. Then he comes back like 10 days later and he's like finding excuses to come see her.
which like this is actually so funny. He shows up and she goes, "You look terrible."
Yeah.
And he's like, all jokey, "Your bedside manner is horrible."
Yeah, like there's definitely some flirting going on. So I
100%.
definitely think, but I don't like that there's still like a question.
Of not knowing.
Yeah.
Because then she says, "Take off your shirt and lay down." And he goes, "I'm flattered, but we barely know each other." And I was like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But also, we hadn't gotten introduced to the prince yet. And the prince threw a wrench in it for me.
Same, because I was like, wow, I need more from him.
I said, "You told her you think she's cute and you saved her life. What's going on here?"
Something. I'm with you.
I'm into it.
I know.
But
I was
he's
like,
also
I need-
blonde.
I need more. I don't care. You could be bald, and I'm into it if you give me the right trope.
He could be bald. You want to know what? Sure. Got a good beard? I'm into it.
I have seen some hot bald guys, like when they like keep it up.
Like when I dressed up as Mr. Clean.
No. Because,
That was so rude.
well, the cap wasn't on right. Maybe if it was like
It
really
was also
like
extremely
slicked it down.
postpartum, and my sweatpants were a little too tight.
That I didn't mind. Anyways,
Uh,
so big news here. Tilda arrives, and it's like she's the rebel queen.
yes. So
And
basically,
she's deathly ill.
yes. And story behind her is the original kings and queens. This is where magic started. I'm blanking on their names. The king was blessed with healing magic, where the queen was blessed with wind and fire, right?
All four.
The queen had all four.
Yes.
And the king just had healing.
Yes.
Okay. But the king was very gracious, would heal all of the people when the queen got jealous.
So this is like the folklore story
Yes.
that they tell. But continue, yes. So
And the
they
queen
were like
got-
a dream team together.
Yes. And the queen got jealous about it and smited him and then said that he attacked her.
Yeah, she lied.
And he didn't die, but he ran off into the woods. and
Scuttled.
He scuttled. He definitely scuttled. I'm picturing him like going like this into the woods.
Oh, that's like limpy.
Because
Scuttling's like this.
she tried to kill him, so I'm picturing like hobble.
Did he get speared in the hip or
Well,
what?
I don't know what she did.
Anyways, that's like the lore. That's like the lore. And then
Tilda is supposedly like his great granddaughter.
yeah. So she supposedly has like she should have magic.
Yeah, and she
Is
has
what-
like a claim to the throne, essentially. So,
But
that's the
everybody's
rebel
like,
queen.
it's whatever story you believe.
Yes, there's different tales.
And so, like, in general, the book has, like, the rebels, the king and queen or
Yes.
whatever. And, like, it sounds like it's pretty divided. Like,
I would agree.
people on both sides. And we only get Kiva's perspective, and she's been in the prison for 10 years. So we don't know what side to
No.
really be on. Because we don't really know what's happening in the outside world.
And so far in the book, Tilda has basically been a vegetable. We've
Yeah.
gotten very little from her. And the couple things that we have heard, Jaren has talked about, which I was surprised that he's not really a rebel.
No, he's not. He's firmly against.
Because the rebels are going into towns to recruit new people and killing anybody who doesn't want to join, as well as killing the guards. And it's just becoming like a full out, which, like, to me, that doesn't really seem like very righteous cause. Just killing randoms. So I'm with you. We don't know which side to
It
necessarily be
sounds
on.
like, though, so her family that's sending her the coded messages, her sister and mom or whatever, it sounds like they're on the rebel side, but I guess was that even confirmed?
I feel like they're also on the rebel side because they're telling, Kiva gets a note that says,
Like, save the rebel
yeah,
queen.
keep
So,
her
yes.
alive, we're coming.
Yeah.
But I think the only reason that they're on the rebel side now is because they got blamed for being rebels when we don't know if they were rebels or not prior, and that's why they ended up in the jail. And it was actually like a horrible scene. And her littlest brother dies when they come to arrest her dad. So that's why I think they're rebels now. I don't necessarily know if they were rebels prior.
And Kiva's kind of like in the middle. Like, she's starting to sort of, which I'm with her, get pissed off at her family. Because she's like, been getting
yes.
these fucking notes. Like, and I listened to the book, most of it, like 90% of
yeah.
the 50%.
Yep.
And I swear to God, if I hear, we
I
are
know.
coming,
The way they
are
say it in the
coming,"
book is so annoying.
I'm like, shut up. That
was
is so unhelpful. Why are you sending the same note over and over again? Like,
And I was also kind of like unimpressed because what do you mean that it took the rebel queen getting in there for you to get Kiva out and not anything else? And my other thing too is later we find out that the reason Tip is still at the prison is because there's nobody to claim him. Why is Kiva still there then? She didn't do anything.
that's so fair. I didn't even think of that. It just, like, doesn't make sense.
No.
So, like, some of these things are, like, really pissing me off where I'm like, I don't I'm with Kiva on, like, standing in the middle because both sides are kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, and when they drop Tilda off, they say, get her into shape because the trial's coming and we want her to be able to do it. And
Yeah, so
everybody's like, Jaren is there, Nari is there, Tip is there, and then Tilda and the guards. And not Tilda, Kiva and Jaren like look at each other in shock, and little 11-year-old Tip's like, what's a trial?
Yeah. So it's like this 4 elemental trials, and they do air, fire, water, earth, and they have like basically trials for each element. And so I'm like, okay,
But
and
they're
they like
never
never survive.
Yeah.
But if they do, they get to go free.
Her and Tilda, because she steps up when the first ordeal happens because Tilda's still a veggie.
And before this, like, Cresta basically threatens her, Warden kind of
Yes.
threatens her, and hangs Tip's life over her head.
Yeah, basically saying if you don't complete this, then we're going to kill Tip.
So in her eyes, she's basically saving Tip and her family, like, doing what her family is asking, which also pisses me off, because I'm like, I don't know, her
I was
family's
right there with you.
bugging me.
I have not been into the family for like 1 second.
Of all things, like, I don't know.
It's weird.
It was
I'm very
weird.
curious because I feel like we're not going to like the family. I feel like they're setting up to not like the family.
Yeah, well, it's working.
Yeah. And we also find out that the crowned princess and prince are coming to watch the first trial as like representatives for their parents, since Tilda has been fighting against them.
I also had a small theory that, because they said, like, it just seems so unfamily, like, don't let her die, don't let her die, like, we are coming, over and over and over again. Like, it just feels so unfamily. Like, I'm like, is it really her family, or is it someone else?
I know, I kind of thought about that too.
Because I'm like, this just doesn't seem like a family.
Very loving, very,
Yes.
yeah. Especially when you haven't seen her in 10 years and, like, the dad's dead.
And then you're asking this of her, like, when you don't even
know her capacity necessarily.
Yeah, it just seems...
I'm with you.
So I'm like, maybe it's not them and it's someone else.
I had a weird thought. So she has an older brother and an older sister. And I was like, Jaren's not the older brother, right?
like...
Like, I'm saying, like, he got smuggled in there to help get Tilda out, because Tilda came very quick after.
Like, her older brother?
Yes.
My theory with him is, I feel like he's definitely one of the royals. I feel like the
Oh, okay, I was kind of thinking that
I feel
too.
like because he talks about his brother and his sister. I think that that's his brother and sister. And he talks about like how his family would never prove that he's in there. And then it talks about how he had a horse, and she's like, okay, so he came from a wealthy family. He doesn't know anything about like common knowledge.
But then we
and
also
like all
found
these
out
things
that
are
he was,
adding
like,
up.
regularly beat by someone who loved him. So we also, like, again, there's like mystery behind him because we have no idea.
Yeah. But I do think he's a royal.
Okay, so do you think that he's gonna be the prince that she marries and it's not gonna be the other one?
Yeah, I think so. I think the crown prince is just nothing.
He's just here for shits and gigs. Well,
I could be very wrong, but I do think that he is like has a royal somewhat.
Okay.
And I also think that's why he's like firmly against the rebels too.
and I guess my other question is, so if he's a royal and he talks about how he didn't murder anybody and he's not a rebel, why is he in there?
I don't know. I really want to know what he did.
Yeah, me too.
And he's really cagey about it.
He
So
is
anyways, that's my thought.
Okay,
Something's
okay.
going on there. But yeah, it gets like, they have all this thing. And then they were talking about, how when they were telling the folklore story, they're like, Mott was saying, yeah, there was this kid wielding.
Oh, yes, they kind of talk about how there's very rare, but people not in the royal bloodline can have magic.
So then I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe it's Kiva. Like, maybe that kid was Kiva or something. Like, maybe Kiva. So then I'm like, okay, she's going into these elemental things.
And you think that
I bet
something's
you her
gonna
magic's just
stir?
going to come out. Well, that doesn't happen. That's
It's
what
not with the first one.
That's what I thought was going to happen. What
Okay.
did you think was going to happen? So she basically, her trial by air is to jump 30 feet from watchtower to watchtower.
Without, like, a running start. I thought that I did think that someone else was gonna save her with magic, but I didn't think she was gonna plummet to the ground. I thought that she might just get like a little of air and make it to the other
literally
platform.
fell.
Yeah, basically, she should have fallen to her death, but the crowned prince saves her because basically he thinks she's hot.
This is what they said.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is that really the reason?
I don't know.
I feel like there's more to it.
Because then the princess gives her this like amulet that's imbued with her power of fire to prep her for the fire trial. And I'm confused. Because if we're the royals and this lady's trying to overthrow us, why are we trying to help her champion
It doesn't.
win these?
Literally nothing in this book is like adding up. And I'm really praying. That's why I said I don't know how I feel about this book. Because I am praying if these loose ends don't get wrapped up, I'm going to have a hard time.
Which is fair. So part of me is wondering.
I do think that they are, though. I think they're going to wrap things up.
So then do you think that maybe Jaren and them are in league and they're kind of on the rebel side? They're maybe somewhere in between?
No, I think Jaren's on the outs and they don't know that he's in there.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay, I do think that they know that he's in there if he's a royal.
Okay.
But I'm very curious to see.
Me too. So as she's falling, she has this memory of the day her father got arrested, and that's when we find out that her brother died. It's very horrific.
Yeah.
She wakes up in immense pain. That's when she finds out the prince saved her. And then I put new MMC.
Yes, that's what I put too. And then I started spiraling. Because when we first met the prince, his entire face was covered.
Oh, yeah, they have masks.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, is this actually Jaren? Is Jaren now dressed up as the prince and covering his shit? But no, he's holding Tilda in the crowd. I just started to spiral and make things up in my head.
Well, and then I'm like, okay, they have masks on. I'm like, is that is something the eyes? Will they have similar eyes? To say that they're family?
Yeah, that's good too. But didn't we see the prince later on? And it didn't describe anything like that.
He just has a big furry coat on. And then we find out, they kind of make a big deal about Mirren having a girlfriend. And, that was her reason for, supporting, saving her. And was like, oh, you have spirit. My girlfriend would, love that. And then I was like, is it Nari? Is Nari the girlfriend? And that's why she's kind of looking after her?
That would be so good. Because later on in the story...
Because that would make sense why she's, protecting her.
Yes. And later in the story, it kind of gets brought up that Kava thinks that Nari and Jaren are, an item. And she's like, no. No freaking way are we anything.
But then my theory got kind of, at that moment, because she was talking, she was all, Nari was like, whoa, wait, she has a girlfriend? And she did seem genuinely surprised, but I was like, so
are you trying
was
to cover up?
Yeah. So, I don't know. That was my other thought, too. I was like, what is going on here? Nothing is adding up.
Yeah, and I think that that's the point. I could see this entire first book being a shitload of loose ends, and then them weaving together to make the other two.
Great.
Yes. We're hoping for you, girly.
And that's why I said, I'm not going to say how I feel. Right now, it feels slow, but I think...
They needed it to be slow to build.
It has potential.
Yeah, I agree.
And after... the Shepherd King series, I'm fine with some world building. I will take this.
I'm actually begging you for world building and a little bit more of a slow burn.
Exactly.
Let me tell you what.
Exactly. Yes, and then she gives her the amulet.
Yes.
And Kiva's all reluctant to take it. And I'm like, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Which I'm like, what does it hurt to take it? Because she's all convinced that the rebels are going to get there before her next trial. They're going to get there, they're going to save them, and she won't have to worry about it.
No, because they suck.
I'm right there with you.
I also, I just feel so much. I really like Kiva. She's got so much on her shoulders. And she said, when she stepped up and took her place, she's so real. She's not like, I can do this. She's like, this sucks. I'm mad at the Valentis fam. I'm mad at her sister. I'm mad at my family, Warden, Cresta, all these people, the rulers who sent Tilda. This just sucks. I have to basically give my life up for this chick who's half on her deathbed anyway.
Who also tried to kill her.
All because of a note that said, don't let her die.
Yeah, we're coming. With no other indication. And at this point, Kava gets like pissed and tries to write her own note to get sent out, which it does. But she's like, hey, we're kind of on a time crunch here.
Yeah. Yeah. She just like goes haywire basically.
Yeah.
And like risks everything to send the note. And I was like, good. They need to like...
Yes, I agree. They need to get someone needs to put a quarter in their ass. Let's go.
So we're gonna get into like chapter 13 or 14, whatever. And
Yeah.
this is where like Jaren, Tip, and Nari and Kiva, they kind of have this relationship. They kind of have this caring
They're like becoming
circle.
a group.
Yes.
With an occasional visit from Mott.
Yes. And it kind of gets brought up again that Jaren's like so passionately on the anti-rebel side, and she kind of starts to wonder, like, did something happen? Did a family member die? And then she kind of gives this, like, whole lesson to Tip about how, like, Tilda's still a patient. And just to kind of, like, cover up that the real reason why she's doing it is because she's getting these notes from her family.
Yeah, and that Tip's life has been threatened if she doesn't live. And then we kind of find out that there's, like, this stomach virus going around. And people are dying from it, which I'm just picturing explosive diarrhea and vomit everywhere.
I'm like, why does it have to be a cough? Like, make it a coughing lung thing.
Yeah, make it like a black lung and not a
like,
poopy butthole disease.
Like, they're all just shitting their face.
And how have Kava and Tip not gotten it yet?
I know, like, yeah, Kiva. Like,
Kiva,
why?
Kava.
Why? Guava.
Guacha.
I know, I'm like, why does it have to be a stomach sickness? It just makes me laugh, which is so messed up.
I'm just picturing people coming in being like, my belly.
I need a Tums. It just...
Do you have an Alka-Seltzer?
So then she's like, I need to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to go get samples from, like, all over the prison.
Because it's really weird because there's favored prisoners coming in, which are basically prisoners that are sleeping with the guards to get, like, extra privileges. And she has the stomach virus, but the 8 guards she sees on the regular are clean as a whistle.
Which is super weird. And so then I was kind of like, and... So they go out and get these samples, and Warden Rook stops them and is all heated talking to Nari and, like, mad. And so I'm like, okay, none of the guards are getting sick. The warden is getting all pissy with you about looking into this. Like,
they're doing something, 100% that something's going on and someone's making them sick.
Why is she not, like, putting that together? Like, I'm almost like, you're wasting your time.
I feel like it has something to do with just, like, how much is going on. She's just trying to control the things she feels she can control. And also, the warden is complaining about not having enough workers for certain things, not having enough whatever.
But then they're, like, at max capacity, is what they said. And so they're like... Oh, magically people are getting killed off now. But then I'm like, why would they kill off, like, the favored people and stuff?
Yeah, the ones that are making the guards happy.
And like you said, why is Kiva and them not getting it then? It's just weird.
Yeah, so something's going on, so she decides to get samples from each, like, the quarry, the farmstead. She's going to get samples from all these places and test it on rats to see
where the origin is, yeah.
And then she asks Mott to come help. Do you have anything before that?
Just when they went to the one site. Are we there yet? The one site, and then that one guy with the fucking sex rash. And he's like super creepy.
Yes.
He's being super creepy to her and Nari, and she basically says that she's been making it worse for him because he's so freaking creepy.
He basically has the clap, and he came to her like asking for remedies, and she told Nari that the last time he came, she gave him something to make it flare up, and her and Nari are like crying, laughing.
And so they're like really bonding here, like. Whatever.
They're becoming friends at this point.
Yeah, so, like, that's happening. I don't know.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. It's really weird because I'm like, I feel like you guys crossed this line really fast. And, like, she's always been like, I don't trust anyone. And she literally tells Jaren on her orientation, the only person you can trust here is yourself.
I know.
But here we are.
I know. It goes all over the place.
But she's also 17. So, like, I feel like we have to take that into consideration that she's only 17.
I was laughing too. This goes back a little bit. So before when she was like taking all these drugs. Oh, Jaren won't do the drugs.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
What
yes,
is
yes.
that about?
I don't know. He won't do poppy. And I love that it's like
Poppy
milk.
milk.
And then what's the other? Angel dust. So cocaine. We're doing cocaine.
Which is so, again, I'm like, this is a prison, but you guys
Yeah.
are just like coked up and you have just readily available drugs. Like, that's all fine. I don't know. It's just funny.
And I don't think that it's necessarily readily available. I'm guessing that she's
Just
the
to
only one that
her.
has access to it. But again, I'm just surprised with it being a all-consuming prison that they're like, yeah, once you carve into their hand, give them something for the pain. You know what I mean? Don't make sense.
Anyway, so she's like all drugged up and she's telling Jaren about his eyes.
That's about how pretty they are.
Yeah, and all this shit. And she's like, I'm done. I'm not taking any more of that stuff. 'Cause she's so like embarrassed and she's really like avoiding him at all
it's like
costs.
the black plague.
And
She's
just-
avoiding him like the poopy butthole plague.
Exactly. So that's happening. And then she has like this moment where she gets jealous
Yes.
of Nari and Jaren and thinks something is going on between them.
And because they were talking about like the favorite prisoners, and she kind of brought it up, and Nari's like, no, I'm professional. I would never do that with any of my prisoners. And then later on, she's like, well, maybe she would do it if he wasn't a prisoner. So I don't know.
And Nari calls her out. She's
Yeah.
like, you obviously like this guy.
Oh,
Just like,
yeah.
shut up. So I appreciated that.
She's
Because
like-
I'm like, come on.
Come on, girlfriend.
Just get on those abs and slap them around or something.
Slap his abs around.
Yeah. Something. Whatever they do in YA to get things moving.
They go, take me. And then they did. That's what YA does.
Lorcan dead.
Yeah, Lorcan. Friggin' Lorcan.
Okay, what else do you have? You had something.
So then they get back to the I'm blanking on what it's called, the infirmary. And Tip has caught all of these rats, and it's actually really friggin' cute because he
It
set up like
is.
obstacle courses and things for them to play with in there. Like he's just a little 11-year-old baby.
I know.
And she's like, I'm just gonna ignore that and not act like I'm about to kill them.
Yeah.
And she tells him we need to get Mott so Mott can help us get this all set up. And then, of course, Jaren just shows up. And she needed more rats. And what was Nari so pissed about again? Because she made her leave.
I don't remember.
That's why she sent Tip away too. I'm blanking. This is before
Nari was pissed or Kiva was pissed?
Nari.
I don't remember. Oh, because Jaren got beat up. He shows up and he's beat up.
He's beat up.
And Nari's like upset.
About it and wants to know what happened.
Which is so, again, like there's
Yes.
something.
They
there's-
know each other.
There's something going on.
Yes, I am in a strong boat of they know each other.
Okay, I still don't think so, but I think like your reasons are valid.
So
It could be potentially, but I don't think it is.
Yes, so Kiva sent her and they sent Tip to go to bed, and she asked Nari to take him since it's dark and she doesn't want him walking the prison alone. So then her and Jaren are alone.
Well, Tilda's there going.
Yeah, going,
That's how I
I'm
picture
blind,
her.
I'm blind.
Oh yeah, she's blind too. Oh no, I'm like,
Got a milky eye.
fucking hate Milky Eyes.
And they're like, the only way that Jaren will let her check his wounds are if they basically do 20 fucking questions with no limits. And you think it'd be like
but
sexy,
they both ask horrible questions.
I'm like, okay, where's the question of what color is your underwear? Come on.
I feel like nothing came of that.
No.
Besides him making it very clear that he's interested in her.
Oh, 100%.
And her being like, I could never.
And just kind of finding out more about, I feel like he gets a little bit more story behind her and how long she's been at the prison, because this is the first time she admits to him that
So
she's
like
been there
he kind of gets to know her
yes,
more.
we didn't really learn any more about him. But then we find out that the reason he's all beat up is because Cresta was talking shit about her.
He was defending her honor.
Yeah, and then the moment Kava goes, you know who she is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
No idea that Cressa's the rebel leader.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, basically like, well, I wouldn't have fought her if I'd known.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, they're like having this like kind of heated conversation, and he's like, I would love to be by your side if you let me. And then Tip and Nari come back.
Yeah, and she kind of mentally rejects him. Like, I could never.
Yes, yeah. She like makes it up in her mind that this is something that she's not allowed to do.
But they obviously both like each other.
100%.
Anyways, then chapter 18 happens, and Tilda just randomly stops breathing.
Yeah.
So she's like, quick has to save her life. She's still working with Mott to figure out this whole sickness thing. There's like people dying left and right. It's getting worse and worse. And this is another kind of red flag is Mott like says that the warden planned ahead to have the extra furnace going because they knew like it's implied that he knew there was going to be extra deaths. So I'm like, duh. Like, are you guys putting this together?
There's 2 crematoriums, and they only use one, and then they use the other when there's, like, max executions or an outbreak. So I'm kind of like, is he used to starting outbreaks like this? Or what's going on? But I'm right there with you. It was definitely, like,
something's happening there.
Yeah, and then Mott helps her make stuff to make the rats basically get sick faster. And then this is where he's sweet. So her trial is the next day, and she's talking about it's fire, and she tells him about the amulet, and he's like, okay, basically wait a minute, and he makes this concoction, and I love that it smells good. I would have 100% been like, there's no way that's gonna fucking smell good. It smells like burnt fucking rats. And it smells good. He's like, let this sit overnight and then put it all over your body. And like, it's not going to necessarily save your life if you're tied to a pyre, but it might give you a couple extra seconds.
Yeah, like she has all these people that really care about her.
And he calls her Kava Love. And I love it. I love it. Oh, but he's still kind of creepy.
Yeah. Then she's like, she's kind of alone, and she goes over and sits and talks to Tilda because she's getting really nervous about this next trial. And she tells the story about how her father met her mother.
Yes.
And she's very adamant, like, that her dad used to tell her this all the time. So I'm like, does it have more meaning?
Backstory, yeah.
Like, does it mean more than what's the surface level there? Because why would he continue to tell her? And then she said something about how once he started to like it almost was like alluded to him knowing he was gonna die was the vibe that I got.
I agree.
Like that's why he started training her in extra and all this this stuff. So I'm like, did he know?
I feel like
something
he
was
just
gonna
knew that
happen?
it was coming since nobody lives very long there was my thought process. But you might be right in the sense of that, because she was talking about how her dad's always been a healer and he went to the great city to visit a store, but it's like a notorious pickpocket area. And her mom stole from him, and then there's a whole thing and they fell in love. Part of me was like, do we think that her mom was the rebel and her dad didn't know?
Oh, that's a good theory. I could definitely see something like that happening.
And now there's like all this pressure for the rebels to like win.
Yeah.
Because her and her husband got sent to jail for her doings.
Yeah, and like when they were talking about the day her dad got arrested, it was almost like her dad knew like they knew. It's like something was up.
Yeah. And it was like so sweet. And Kava was telling the story, and she basically says, but I know for a fact that they'd have done it all over again, even with the same ending, as long as they meant they could do the beginning again. I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
And her dad's just like talking to her throughout the whole book in her head. And she made a comment about like, I don't know why my dad's like visiting me so much right now. So part of me is like, does she subconsciously know what's going on? Like he was prepping her for something like you were saying. And all these things are coming back and she's just not connecting dots yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we're ramping up because now
ramping up.
The next chapter, I'm assuming we're going into the second ordeal trial.
Yes, which I'm very excited for.
I thought that it was going to be, okay, I'm like a sucker for things that are like games and trials and books. Like I love that shit.
You thought it was gonna be more than what it was?
I thought it was going to be more than jumping from post to fucking post.
Yeah, and then just like falling, and then it was like, well, she didn't die, so we're gonna continue on.
She didn't die, so I guess she won.
So yeah, I know. Like, I don't know.
Like, I love the Hunger Games. I love the Divergent series-esque kind of things. What other book did we read and there was trials? And I was like so excited for it and they weren't even important.
I don't remember.
I don't either, but I was so excited for it. And I'm like, this is not it.
I know, you had to wipe the expectations, but it kind of ends out in like her just hoping that they're gonna come and save her before she has to go through this, which they're not.
No, they're not.
'Cause they
$10 they don't make it there before the third trial.
I don't know. So I'm excited. I'm excited
Yes.
to like get some questions
Me too.
answered.
I'm hoping, like you said, that it comes together because it's either going to be really good or really bad and disappointing.
We're gonna do our game, folks. We really need to do. I feel like our last question was good.
I don't remember. Ooh, best book mom.
Best book mom. You must have rolled that.
I did.
Best book mom?
Yeah.
Best book mom. I don't know. I feel like they always hate their mom.
That's actually a trope, guys. Hating your mom.
Did you have one in mind?
I just hate. I always go to Throne of Glass, but Aylin's mom. Ugh. Why do you cry, Fireheart?
Yeah. That's good.
And then I'm trying to think of who else. Violet's mom turned out to be pretty badass.
Yeah. She also kind of sucked for a while.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just
My
saying.
first thought was Bryce's mom, but she's kind of
Okay.
like she's kind of like is really like on her about stuff though.
yeah.
But she is kind of
Bryce's
like
mom is solid though.
yeah, she's pretty solid.
Trying to think because I feel like a lot of books it's like I was an orphan.
I know, that's what I mean. I'm trying to think of like even dads. Definitely not Orcheron's freaking dad from ACOTAR.
See, he's another one that's hard because he showed up.
He sucks.
The Three Boats made me cry.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Rhysand's mom. Okay, this was a bad question. Sorry, I put it in the bowl.
No, like, I feel like I need to really think about it.
I know. It's like
I don't have a good enough memory for this stuff. But I would say, I would feel like I would go with Bryce's mom as, like, the first thing that popped into my head.
I'm here for that. I like Bryce's mom, and she's a badass, too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just, like, kind of, like, she's dating, like, or married to a good guy, and just, like, she's solid, like you said. I don't know. I'm going to have to think more on that one.
All right. Well, next episode, we're going to be reading the second half of The Prison Healer. Hoping to get some loose ends tied up.
It's a trilogy, so the next one's The Gilded Cage, and the third book is The Blood Trader.
Yes, which Blood Trader is Jaren.
What?
Blood Trader. He's a prince, and he's joining the rebels.
Maybe. And The Gilded Cage is the
It's a crossover. Arin's coming.
is The Gilded Cage is the like castle of sorts.
Okay. I guess we'll find out next time.
We'll find out. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
We'll see you next Wednesday. Reach out with any questions, and we appreciate all your support.